In this installation video, we will explain the function of the FHT-C sensor, mention recommended tools, and demonstrate the correct installation process. As the name suggests, this sensor belongs to the family of so-called flood detection sensors, just like the FHT-I sensor. Unlike it, however, the FHT-C is designed to monitor the environment inside a structure and is typically installed beneath the future floor level. The sensor measures the temperature and humidity in its surroundings and detects water flooding. To make sure the installation process goes without a hitch, we'll remind you of the contents of the package that you have received from us and mention the recommended installation equipment. In the box, you will find a white FHT-C sensor, a flood cable with a white connector, and a power cable with a black connector. For a proper installation, you will need a 20 mm inner diameter loom tubing, clips, a knife, air stop sealing tape, and classic electrical tape. The first step in installing any sensor is to familiarize yourself with the supplied floor plan and appointed sensor placements. The floor plan includes a drawing of the sensors to an accuracy of approximately 1 meter. The choice of the exact installation location needs to be carefully considered in correspondence with the actual situation on the construction site. Before installation, mark the identification number written on the sensor at the installation spot. This may be 1 or 2 numbers connected by a dash. The marking should be large and legible enough to be visible in the photos you will take at the end of the installation. Connect the sensor with the correct number to the power cable. Leave the flood cable disconnected for the time being. Trim the surface of the end of the protector to create small holes in the walls. Fasten the protector to the wall with tape or plastic fasteners. The top of the protector must lead into the wall above the future floor level for possible future revision or replacement of the sensor. Insert the sensor with the power cable into the loom tubing. Remember, the sensor must be in the location of the holes created in order to function properly. At the other end, secure the cable with tape so the sensor will not shift in the protector. Connect a flood detection cable with a white connector to the sensor in the protector. Run the flood detection cable with the white connector to locations along the wall or pipes. The cable should be lying on the baseboard, either loose or you can tape it in several places with air stop tape. Do not stretch the cable into the concrete floor, as it could be damaged before the final floor is laid. Place another empty loom tube next to the sensor protector for possible future revisions or insertion of a new sensor. Run the power cables from all sensors to the electrical panel or future location, and bundle them neatly together, separating them by color. After installing all sensors, be sure to test them. The final step in the process is photo documentation. Take at least 2 pictures at the sensor installation site. The up-close picture should include a sensor, a piece of cable, and the loom tube, along with the legible numerical marking. The wide shot should then capture the entire wall around the sensor so that you can clearly see where it is located within the room. To archive and validate the correctness of the installation, please send copies of the photos via email to the address displayed on the screen. Let's summarize the most important points to remember. Do not install the sensor in locations that are directly next to water or heating lines. For the potential malfunctioned sensor replacement, be sure to fix a second loom tube in parallel. Unlike the HT sensor, this one cannot be removed from the loom tubing, as the flood cable is permanently fixed in the house structure.